Hello, hello. When you pop on, be sure to say hi so I know the comments are working. Hello, I got 4 people here. Hello, hello. Somebody say hi.
Hi.
Tonight we are going to play with the I can't even speak. Hello, Cheryl. Hi, Jenny. Yay, people are here. We're gonna. I got a request today from someone who purchased the Mesa Verde stencil, and they said, "I don't know how to use it. Can you show me?" Hi, Linda. Hey, Mom. So I'm going to show how to layer these together for people who don't know how the stencil works or have never seen it before. So it's a 2-part stencil. There's 2 of them, and it's going to make a background. So I'm going to use oxides. I already have a bunch of oxides pulled on my desk here. You probably can't see them all, but that's okay. I'll name them as we go by. Hi, Cam. But tonight I thought, what fun would it be if not only do we do the Mesa Verde, but we do it on craft paper. I think people have seen what it looks like on white paper, but let's try it on craft paper and see how it goes. So I have some washi tape here. I have my awesome magnets that stick to my desk. They're going to help me hold everything down. And then I have my oxides ready. Now, in addition to that, I kind of wanted to use the sentiment, maybe Howdy from our Howdy stamp set. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Cam. Or, yeah, whatever fits best when I make it. And then I also want to use this little coyote from the Bless Your Heart stamp set, this little silhouetted coyote right here. Not sure exactly where I'll put him, but I want him on there because I think he's cool and I can just stamp him on there. Hi, Eileen. And so let's go ahead and get started. I believe you could do the scene this way, but I think I'm going to roll with it this way. And by the way, I was watching a Lifetime movie, and so I ran a little late. Please excuse me for being late today. I'm so sorry. But that's what happened. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just gonna tell you the truth right off the bat. That's what my problem was. So you could put we're gonna do the sky first, and this is the outline of what the mountain will look like when we get ready to do that. Now you can do it this way or you can do it this way. So that's your choice to make, and how far up you do it is also your choice. So I kind of want there to be a little bit, I want to do the sky in multiple colors, so I'm going to leave almost half, just a little less than half. Hi, Tammy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by putting these magnets on here. I'll make sure this won't move around. I have it kind of lined up the way I want it. I'm hoping it holds both of them still. But if not, it's okay. We have more paper. Everything will be fine. So for my sky, I chose these 3 colors. I chose Fossilized Amber, Rusty Hinge, and Seedless Preserves. I know it's a little different than what most people use, but I wanted that purple in my sky, so I'm not using any blue. So I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can really see what I'm doing. So I'm going to start with the Fossilized Amber. I'm going to start with the lightest color, and we're going to make this look like the sun just went down. I also had Dale cut me out a little girl riding on a horse. It's so cute, isn't it? So I had him cut me something to put on it. But I think I'm still going to put the wolf in the background, but we'll see. Okay, let me get this is my Fossilized Amber brush. So I'm going to start by going right up close to where the mountain is, because that's where I want it to look like the sun just went down. So I'm going to do more along here, a little bit less up here. You can do it however you want. This is just one sample of how this stencil can be used. The color choices and the amount of color, that's completely up to you. Hello, Tammy. You love this card already, and I haven't even done it yet. I love you, Cheryl.
She loves the card I did with that.
Oh yes, he did do a card like that, and we'll show it at the end so you can see a little bit different. He also puts, for some reason, he always puts the mountain on the other side, so they'll definitely be different. So I like to start with the lightest color and then work my way up into the darker color. I feel like it's a little bit easier that way. I'm not going to show it right now.
I know, I'm just
okay. Because this is all surprise for you guys. Hi, Marianne. So this next one we're going to use is Rusty Hinge. Marianne's probably trying to do that sneak in and not talk thing. But I saw, yeah. Okay. So we're going to go on with Rusty Hinge next. So this is kind of an orange to go with the yellow. I'm doing it very light to start off with because I don't want to overpower the yellow. So I'll go put the orange in there, and then I'm going to go back with my fossilized amber brush and get some more yellow back in there just to kind of smooth that blend a little bit. So it'll be kind of yellow and kind of orange. Hi, Michelle. So I need a little bit more of the fossilized amber on my brush, I think, just to make sure I get that yellow really standing out there. And then I'm going to come in with the Seedless Preserves, which is the purple color, because I just think it'll be super cool. Seedless Preserves. Is that what I said? I don't know. I did recently refill my oxides, so they're pretty juicy. I'm going to come down the side a little with this one. I'm going to do a little back and forth with the different colors, with the different brushes, just to kind of smooth out the color so it just kind of blends real well together, because I really want it to. And if I need to, I could always come in with some lighter yellow just to see how that goes. So I'm going to use the orange again, but I'm not going to put it in the ink on the ink pad. I'm just going to do a little bit of blending with it, and then one more time with fossilized amber. And then we're going to lift up the stencil and look for what our next step would be. So I feel pretty good with that blend. I kind of like it. Looks pretty good. It's a little bit darker, but I think it'll be okay.
He says hi.
Hi, B. I think I'm going to do just a little bit more purple before I switch this up. I kind of want that dark sky. Okay. So that's step one of the stencil. Hi, Susan. Okay, so when you lift this up, you can see that it has given you that silhouette. So then we switch to the other stencil, which also has, let me flip it over, which also has this same exact design right here. Only this time it's cut out so we can do the color on there. So I like to leave, I like you to be able to see, hopefully you can see this, probably not very well on camera, but I like to leave just a little bit of the color edge showing so that when I color with the brownish color, they meet up and I don't end up with something that doesn't match up. I'm also going to grab, well, if I can find one, a piece of paper. Hold on, let me grab one out of my little rolly thing here. I'm going to grab a piece of paper and I'm just going to set it along the top, because I don't want any of the overage, you know, when I'm going along with the brush to get on there. All right. I'm glad I have more of these. There we go. Okay. So now we want to switch to the brown colors because the browns are the ones that are going to do our mountain. But I don't want to start off really dark. I want to use a lighter color. So I have with me 3 browns. I have ground espresso, antique linen, and vintage photo. And I'm going to use antique linen and vintage photo in this little area right here. So I'm actually going to start with the antique linen because it's always better to start with the lighter color first. It just tends to work out better that way. That way you get less of the darker color on your brush. So I want this color to be close to the bottom. Now, of course, this is very, very light and almost matches the paper, but trust me, you'll see the difference when we remove the cover. So it's putting just a little bit of color on there, but not too much. And then we're going to switch to the vintage photo. I'm not going to put a whole lot on this one because it's going to be pretty dark. So I'm going to start up here. Well, I want it darker than that. And I'm going to go over where the vintage photo, where I put the antique linen, but not all the way down. I just want the mountain to be a little bit darker up higher it goes, if that makes sense. Hi, Catherine. So just leaving the bottom part, the lighter color. And the top part a little bit darker. So we actually had someone ask us to show this. So, you know, if there's ever something you want to see and you want to see it on a live, all you have to do is ask. That's what this girl did. And that's why we're doing this tonight. So I'm kind of mixing those two to get a lighter color at the bottom. I like it. I think it's pretty.
It'd be cool. Use a smaller brush and doing different colors. Like
yeah,
colors,
not right
like
now, honey.
Painted desert look.
My husband's mind works 50 miles an hour and he is always thinking of different things he wants to do. So now you can see that we have the sky and we have the beginnings of the mountain.
I mean, with the paper, it kind of looked good just like that.
And I love it so far. Okay. So the next step I'm going to do is this is the panel that we just used. Now we're going to switch back and we're going to use this section right here to do the shadow effect on these mountains. So we have to just line it up. It's pretty easy to do because it all matches up perfectly. And then we're going to set these on there to hold it still. You can use washi tape or whatever you want. I'm going to switch to ground espresso because it's going to be significantly darker. And you could do this with so many different colors. So your sky could be blue, your sky could be gray, whatever floats your boat. But tonight I was feeling a little bit on the fall side. So, and I'm just doing a teeny bit of cleaning up before I pull out the brush to do this one. I do have a brush holder on my desk. Okay, hi Sharon. So now this one is very juicy. You can even see the puddling on that one. So I definitely juiced this one up. So we're going to do it very lightly because we want it to be a shadow, but not obnoxiously dark. Or you could if you wanted it to be. It is kind of nighttime because the sky is a little bit more on the purple side. So we want to make sure that we get the color in these small little slits right here and right there. So you want to kind of work that a little bit. And you can always lay it back over if you need to. So this is what is going to give the shadow effect. So the stencil is very easy, but you just have to move the pieces around. See? Now we have shadow on our little mountain. And then we take this one, set it aside again, and we're going to switch back to this one. We're also going to switch to green colors. This is where I'm going to need your help, honey. I need you to pull a very dark green up there for the cacti. Okay, so we've already used this one. The next one is this one, and it also lines up perfectly with where I stopped above. So they all line up to meet each other, which is super awesome and makes it so much easier to do. I think I should put this down just to make sure I don't color over that. There we go. And I'm going to put one down here. Hi, Kim. And then I'm going to start with the peeled paint. I kind of want the duller side closer to the mountain, but again, totally your choice. Oh, I know. I can't wait to see you in Sacramento either. We are definitely going to be there. I am super excited to see my California friends. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, so I'm just making sure that I get the green all the way up to the edge here and all the way down to the edge here. I was a little worried about this color on the craft paper, but it seems to be doing very nicely. So you can use this craft color to color on, which we did the last 2 nights.
Pine needles?
You gotta get out of the way so I can read it.
Clover.
I want the pine needles. I'll be in Ontario. Anybody else watching gonna be in Ontario, California? I know there's a couple of Sacramentos. We do Sacramento first, but then I'll go back home with Jamie and then we'll fly to Ontario. Okay, so that one is peeled paint. Thank you. And then we pick this up again. So it's just moving your stencil around. Thank goodness we only have to have 2 layers. So there you go. It's a pretty good, I got a few little specks on here. I'm just using my brush to wipe off any specks. Got a little speck right there, but that's okay. My girl will probably cover that up, so we'll be fine. I wish you were going too, Mom. Is the Ontario much bigger than Sacramento? I don't really know. I don't really know which one tends to be bigger than the other. I think, actually, you know what? If I had to count Mega Make and Take, Ontario is significantly bigger than Sacramento. No, Mom's still in Pennsylvania. Okay, so now we're going to use the bottom section here. So we gave you a large section. So if you wanted to start the sky up or further up, you have plenty of room to do that. And then this section right here will line up just like the other ones did.
Or if you didn't want to use the mountains, you can use the first 2 to make hills.
Yeah, if you didn't want to use the mountain, you can make hills and stuff without it. So there's still several options you can do with this. It doesn't have to be this, but this is what we chose. This is what I chose for tonight. Now we're going to use mowed lawn. And we're going to do the grass a little bit closer. I hope this doesn't move around. I guess my mowed lawn's not as wet as the other markers. Are you going to hold my table for me?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Then I don't have to press so hard. So just smoothly brush it over the paper. There's a little bit of pressure on there, but it's not too bad. I want to get a little bit of extra pressure up against that line just to smooth out the line between the two color changes. But it'll be okay. All right. So let's see how we did. Oh, I think I see a spot before I pick up the paper. I want to get this corner real good. Okay. All right. So now let's reveal. Yes, you are still in PA. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? And you can choose whatever colors you want. Now, my paper isn't cut exactly the size of an A2, so we'll be trimming that down. When we go back to the stencil, we have grass, little stones, rocks or stones, and we have cacti. So that is why I asked Dale to grab me the darker color so that I can do that. So if you wanted to put the stones, you can. I'm just going to do a few of the little grass down here in the corner, and I'm going to use the pine needles color because it's significantly darker, and I'm also going to do the cactus in those colors. So I don't really have to hold that down. It's not a whole lot of... And then I'm going to put this little one next to it. And you can just put those little clumps of grass anywhere you want. Might put one over here on this side too. And then I'm going to scoot this over and I'm going to put one here. You can do the same thing with the stones. But I also want to put a few of the cactus on here. I'm going to use the same green. It's just going to go right over top of those two other colors of green. Just like that. And then I'll do the little one down here so you can see what that one looks like. You can turn them and twist them however you want, or flip it over if you want the cactus to look a little different. So you could do one like that. Then you flip it over. And you can put one like this. This is just kind of to give you an idea of what you can do with them. They'll look a little different no matter how you do them, but the rocks, I could show you what they look like. I'm not sure they'll come out real well with the pumice stone on top of the green, but we'll try it just to see. Where's my brush for that? Ah, there it is. Okay, so we might as well put a few little stones down here. I'm going to put them at the bottom of the cactus, just so I can show you all the things that you can do. There you go. A little bit of a rock there. It looks great. You like it? And then we'll put a little bit down here. So the pumice stone seems to come out real well on top of this, even though I didn't think it would. It did. And we'll put the little one kinda maybe on this side. No, let's put it down here. We can really put it anywhere we want. We can add as many as we want. but that'll give you a little bit of the rocks and a little bit of the cactus and a little bit of everything else. Hi, Dawn. So that is the Mesa Verde stencil. So we did this first, and we did the sky, and then we laid this over, and we did the mountain, then we laid this over, and we did the shadow, and then we brought this one back, and we did one set of grass, and then we lifted this up and did the second set. And then we used all these for the little accents on there. So that'll kind of give you the idea of how to do this. And you can make them in whatever colors you want. I'm going to pick this up, and then I'm going to spray my desk so we can kind of clean that off. Can you get me a napkin, please? I don't have one. I thought I did, but I don't. Dale's going to grab us a napkin so we can clean off the desk. And then we can start decorating. Hi, Tammy. So I'll hold it up a little bit so you guys can really see. There is some, this is recycled paper, so there's a lot of little specks and stuff in there, so you can kind of see that through, but it makes it look rustic, so I really like it. Thanks, hon. I don't want to activate my oxides because I want to keep my background looking very smooth and pretty, but you could if you wanted to. It's your call. There we go. Okay, so we have this little wolf I thought about putting on there from the Bless Your Heart stamp set. Let's see if he looks good on there in the background if we use the girl on the horse. Do you know what I did with her? I lost her. She rode away when we weren't looking. Oh my gosh, if you guys could see my desk, you would be like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? There she is. What is she doing on her desk all day, making a humongous mess? Okay, so we could do her that way, or we could do her this way. And we could put this little guy. He's going to be howling. I think he's too big. I think he's too big to put on this. Although we could put him like here in the front. And we could put her way in the back. What do you think, honey? I think the wolf's too big. So we're going to roll with her. I'm going to flip her over because I kind of want her running this way. I don't want to cover up all my stuff. Nope. I think I'm going to put her the other way. This is... At one point I just go, okay, I'm putting her right there and that's it. I'm done. Okay, so she's going to go right there. The coyote got voted out because he's too big to fit with that picture I have going on there. And since Dale cut that out for me, I just couldn't not use it. I think we could pick one of these sentiments though. We could say, hey there, cowboy. Or howdy. I like the howdy. So we'll stamp the howdy up here in the corner. I really like that. And I think we're going to put some stars on this because I think the stars will look really good. So we have to stamp on it before we make it into a full card. So I'm going to stamp the image. Yes, there. You like it? Yeah, I like it there too. Okay, so I'm going to leave her sitting on there just so I know when I put the sentiment, I'm putting it in the spot I want it to be. Get it all lined up. We'll put this in the sky. Lift up. Thank you. I'm going to use black since this silhouette of her is in black. I'm gonna use my Memento Tuxedo Black. I love the Misty because then I can stamp it more than once if it's not quite as dark as I wanted. Got my espresso for even pressure, so I don't have to press too hard. I like that. I think I wanted a tad bit darker, so I'm gonna do it just one more time. And there we go. I like that. So I'm super happy with that. Now we'll take this off. Oh my goodness. We need to put her on there. Let's go ahead and stick her on there. Let's use my Barely Art glue that we filled up last night. So if you don't know how to fill your Barely Art glue and you need some tips, you'll need to watch the live from last night. You can catch it on YouTube, or you can catch it in the Facebook group. There's a precision tip on the end of this, so it makes it really easy to do these very little fine areas. I'm going to use my tweezers so I can place it down nice and easy, exactly where I want it. When I get it where I want it, I'm going to press it just a little bit with this, and then I'm going to flip it over. I'm just going to rub that on there so I get it exactly where I want it and press down really nicely without moving it around. I like that. I'm going to have to trim it up a little bit. We're now going to mat and make a card out of it because you know I don't like to do half things. So I have my bucket of lots of colors here. Card bases already cut out. So I'm going to throw a few up there so we can see what looks good. We have this green. We have a light green. I don't see any brown in here. I kind of wanted to see brown. I have like this peachy color.
No, I used the brown for mine.
Maybe yellow. I don't know. Is anybody saying anything yet, hon, on what color they like? They usually chime in, so they probably will. I would have to cut brown paper if I wanted to use that, because I don't think I have any already cut. So that's unfortunate. I do have this color though. Oh, I think I already pulled that one out. This is how we decide what color we want. We just keep pulling until someone says, that one. Just kidding. I will pick one. I promise. Yellow. See? I was just waiting for the yellow. Just waiting for the call. So we can make this the card base. We probably want another color in there. I don't know. What do you think? Orange and yellow? This isn't orange, but it's kind of the same thing. I think it would look better if it was matted like this one and then on top of this one. What do you think? I'm not really feeling that. Kind of feeling more like this. What do you think, hon? You like that better? You're not shaking your head. You're not a fan? I like that one. I would like black. I think a black frame on that would look really good, but I don't have any black. Can you look at my scrap drawer and see if there's any black in there?
Okay, because I have black.
No, in the scrap drawer, honey. All the way down it says scraps on it right there. Okay, so while Dale's looking to see if we have a matting for, like, if we could mat it behind here with black, black. Yes, thank you. So if we matted it like this and we use the yellow, I think that would look really good. It would bring out the yellow and make it look really bright. So I like that. So let's get our trimmer out. Woo! You like it with a darker green? We'll try them both once we get the black all ironed out here. So we need, we're going to do 8.5 by 11, 4 1/4 by 5.5. So we need background to be a little bit more than 4, and this one a little bit more than 5 1/4, and that'll give us a good mat for whichever color we choose. Perfect. And then for this one, we'll have to trim this down, and we're gonna have to trim all the sides because we don't want to trim too much on one side and then not enough on the other side. So gonna be a little finagling going on here. And then we'll check and see how well we did as far as, I don't want to cut all my purple off. So we're just going to do a little bit like that. That's going to cut his little feet off. Perfect. We need to do just a tad more at the top. And there we go. Now we have it all trimmed down. I'm pretty sure I got the right measurements. We could do it like that. That would be cool too. Doesn't have to be perfectly over top, but regardless, it works. All right, let's look at it. This is with the green, and this is with the yellow. I like the yellow better. I like the yellow. Mommy, you like green because green's your favorite color. If I made that a little bit catty corner, I think it would still look cool on there. See how that is? Just a little bit catty corner. You like the darker green. I think I'm going with the yellow. Yellow was the first choice. I think that's the one I'm going to go with. And we did this on craft paper. Can you guys believe that? I'm really surprised. I didn't know it was going to go so easy on craft paper. It's very exciting, all the uses you can do with this craft paper. Let's see if we can get this peeking out on the sides. And then we can put it on here. It won't lay just perfectly, but I kind of like it. Yellow looks really good. Yeah, I like the yellow too. I think you are right. I think if we had gone with the green, we needed the yellow in there, but once we went with the black, it just looks better on the green. I mean, on the yellow. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this down. Barely Art Glue gives us a little bit of wiggle room, so we don't have to worry too much if we set it down right away. Probably want to scoot that down just a bit. Perfect. I'm going to flip it over while I'm at it. I think I'm going to use this other one. My pink one. I seem to have gotten something on the bottom of my purple one, and it like has some kind of oxide or something, and every time I rub it over something it changes the color. Okay. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay. I'm gonna grab me one for the inside, because you guys know I like to do that. And my Barely Art glue is blowing bubbles tonight. Hi, Tracy. Okay, gonna put this one on the inside. I do pre-cut these inside pieces so I have them handy, so you don't have to wait for me to cut them on a live. They're just already pre-done. It kind of makes my life a little bit easier. We can put the wolf inside. Let's do it. I really wanted to use him. Can you tell? I'm just going to use a block. And we're all going to hold our breath and pray really hard that I can lay it down accurately. Where is my block? Here it is. Okay, I got me a little block here. We're going to hope I can stamp him well. Everybody hold their breath. Hi, Meg. Shall we test him once just to see if this is going to work? We should test him on a piece of paper. Oh, he's going to do just great. Anything that doesn't fill in 100% we can fill in with a multi-liner, so I'm pretty okay with that. Just as long as we don't smear him, we'll be all good. Yay! We may have to, I'm going to be brave and try to do it again. Because, you know, why not? I'm going to have to stand up though, y'all. Are you holding your breath? Because I bet you're thinking, oh my gosh, she has lost her mind. We'll see. If it's double layered, we'll put a piece of paper over it. Perfect! Yay!
You should use the celestial and put the little moon. Him staring at the moon.
Right? I don't need him on the on the inside of the card though. Stocking at the end. Hi, Stacy. Okay, we're gonna put a little eyeball on him because he needs one. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. We don't want it to dry. We want it to dry before I lay it down. I think I'm also going to take my multi-liner real quick and just smooth out this area. I just have a very small multi-liner because I think that'll help a little bit. And then these little spots that didn't get all the way when I stamped him. There we go. Perfect. Hi. Okay, so now I want to I think I'm going to put some stars on here. I have these, I mean, why not, right? I have these little stars in here that I got from Pear Blossom Press. They're kind of an off color, but I think they'll look really good. We'll just stick a few of them up here. We're not going to do too many. Just a couple because it's still early in the night. Got a glue booger on the end of that. You know, I don't know what else to call it other than a glue booger.
Just picking boogers.
Yeah. I know, right? Okay. So, star number 1. Hey, stay down. Star number 1. Don't give me a hard time. Star number 2. And star number 3. And we can use our espresso to press those down. It just makes it easier. And then we have an awesome card. And that was super fast, wasn't it? What time is it, honey? Was that super duper fast? Is Jamie bringing chocolate chip cookies? I'm not sure if she's going to be bringing granola bars or cookies, or I never know. Rice Krispie treat. Who knows? Whatever her mom makes. Sometimes she surprises us with Rice Krispie treats, and sometimes she surprises us with all kinds of stuff. Although it's been a while since I've had Rice Krispie treats, so I'm kind of hoping it's that. But This is my card from tonight. This is Dale's card from the other day. So see, he did his more like a desert-ish, and I did mine more with green. So you can do it, you know, however you want. Oh, me too, Stacy. I can't wait. It's so much fun, and I love seeing you guys. So what do you guys think? These bears are in the shop now. They go in your Barely Art glue. Gummy bears for your Barely Art glue that if you drop on the floor, you won't lose it. Yay! That makes me super happy. You like it? I like it. So I told Dale, I said, will you print me one of them girls? So he did. And I like it. Now I could have put one of our little cowboys or cowgirls on there like this, but I know you've seen a lot of videos with the pictures on our site with those, and honestly almost all the DT used the skull with this background, which was super neat, so I didn't want to repeat that because you know. But just in case you didn't know, when I drew these boots, I set them up. I'm going to show you this. I set them up so that if you wanted to stamp the boots, you can mask the hat. So you'd want to stamp the hat first, and then or mask the boots first and stamp the hat, or however you wanted to do that. But the hat fits perfectly right over top of the boots. Sell those too. Oh, we are. These are in the shop already. These bears are in the shop. I have blue, and there are all the colors, so you can get any color that you want. Just put in the comment which one you want. This one is the purple one. He's super cute. So I have purple and teal. Oh, my little bears are friends. But anyway, if you have this set, you can definitely put them over top of each other, which are really neat. Oh, the cowboy. Yeah, he's not in the shop. But we do have sentiments, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, there's...
Happy birthday. These need to sell, otherwise we're not going to put more in the shop. We're trying to test out stuff. So we have happy birthday. It's sets of 3 happy birthdays. She wants the cowgirl.
Well,
the happy birthday
those are
with
special things for Sandy.
Oh, Dale says those are special for Sandy, but if you guys request them enough, he'll make them. They're super cute though, huh? They work out perfectly with this background. They are not on the site, no. Just PM me, Cheryl.
The sentiments are.
Yes, the sentiments are on the site. On our site right now. You get 3 in the packet. They're all different and they all have a background, and you can color them with oxides or your Copics or whatever you want. So I'll show you. We'll just do it real quick so you guys can see. They work super great so when you get them, see, they just lay over top like this. So you have a mat for the background, but if you want to color it, you just take it and you can just use your brush. I'll just use these green ones that we were using already, and you can just pounce over it if you want, or you can rub over it if you're real gentle. This is my, what is this, mowed lawn. Here we go. Let's put some more ink on it. So you can make them whatever color you want to match your project. So I'm going to put mowed lawn. Might as well do more than one color because that just makes it more fun. And then let's go for the purple one. Seedless preserves. Why not? Because we can do whatever we want.
Some of this will help even it out.
Dale says you can use any kind of sponge. You can use this one, but if you want it a little bit more smooth, you can use like a little face brush, and it works really good too. he's used the face brush. But look, I did it 2-part coloring, part green. There we go. And then you just take it. Yeah, they're out there. And then you just put it on top, just like this. So you can do it all one way, or you can do it ombre, or you can do it different colors, whatever you want. This one even would have looked good on this one because I used these colors on there, see? And then you can just glue them on there with your Barely Art glue, and it works out great. So you can make them any color. So when you purchase them, they're all white and black, so that you can make them whatever color that you want to make them. And we love that because it gives us more versatility on what we can do. So we currently have Happy Birthday. We have the Jolly, the Ho Ho Ho, and Chillin' from the retreat. The left ones from the retreat are online as well. And then we're working on another set. Which ones do you have ready?
I have the celebration one. So you have celebrate, congratulations, and I think best wishes. But then there's also thinking of you.
Yeah, so there's 2 more sets coming. One is more of like thinking of you, condolences, you know,
more sympathy.
Sympathy. And then the other one is like celebration, like congratulations, stuff like that. So we're working on the other 2 sets right now. They're not in the shop yet. We started out with the birthday and wanted to see how well it sold. So we will definitely have these at the expo, and they're online. So if you like them, go check them out. They are made for A2 size cards. You can use them in scrapbooks, but we specifically are making them in the size of A2 cards so that you can still put your images on there and fit the sentiments as well. What are they listed on? I'm looking for them and I can't find them. Laser cut sentiments. Laser cut sentiments. I know we have some because I packed them in Jamie's suitcase when she left, so I know that we have them. And I know that we took pictures of them, so I know they're good to go. Jamie is working on photographs of the Olo marker stand. So if you like our marker stand like this, there's one in the shop for Olo markers. Looks like this. Holds your marker like this. This is an Olo marker. You have a dental appointment in the morning? All right, good luck, Mama. And then the caps come off and they fit in here too. So if you're an Olo fan, I only have these 2 because we needed the size for the stand. But if you're an Olo fan, Sketch fan, Chow fan, we have all 3 of those. And I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to use the Mesa Verde stencil. We will definitely do more stencil work in the future. I'm usually live Tuesday through Thursday at 9:30 Central. Jamie takes over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be checking with her tomorrow if she's not able to go live tomorrow, then I might try to jump on. How do you like the Olo versus Copics? That's a loaded question, Sharon. So it's hard for me to give a true review of the 2 because I tested them before they went onto the market. This is the first time I bought one that is after they released them all to the market, and I haven't tried it. So I can't really give you the true now how they are, but the flow is much faster. The ink comes out much faster. I have noticed that. And I mean, I'm a Copic girl all the way, so you know, I haven't found one marker that I like better than the Copic, so I don't really see me move into that. I mean, I did tattoo the Copic on my arm, so I am definitely committed to Copic. But you know who would be a good one to ask would be JPG. She uses Olos all the time, and Tyler, because Tyler uses both. So both of them use both, and they'd be better one to ask. I don't want to steer you wrong just because my personal preference is Copics. So I'm going to leave that one kind of open for other people to answer. I don't want to bash another company for sure, especially when I haven't actually used them enough since they've been released to everybody. I only played with them at the Creativation before they'd been released to the public, and they made changes after that, so I don't know. You have them all to, so I'm not sure if I want to open Pandora's box. Exactly, Sharon. Now, some people like the purple colors better. Honestly, I don't have any problems coming up with purple colors for my Copic markers, purple combinations. This is actually the Olo. It's called Blackberry. I mean, I figured if Dale wanted me to buy 2 Olo markers for the testing, I'd buy the purple ones. And this is Eggplant. So these are 2 of the purple ones that they have.
If Cheryl does a search on the site for laser cut or happy birthday or happy, it should come up.
Hi, Mickey. So some people are using purples to compensate with the Copics, but that's kind of your choice. I can get that color and that color both out of blending Copics, so for me it just feels like a duplicate. But then again, I've been using them for 17 years, so I know them really well and I know how to blend them to get the color I want. But some people, Jamie doesn't think that there's enough purples in Copics, so she might suggest substituting with an Olo or something else. But if you want to know the down and dirty on how I really feel about it, you're going to have to do that offline. You can PM me and I'll tell you what I really think. I'm not opening Pandora's box. These are the 2 I own. These are the only 2 I own, and I will probably pass them on to someone else in the future. We just needed the size. They are pretty colors. I do like them, and they would make it easier because you do have to blend quite a bit to get to that. But I don't really have that problem, so I have no need to buy them. I bought them so Dale could make them for those who love Olo markers, because we do have some people who have requested it. So we wanted to give everybody the opportunity to have one of these little stands, so we had to buy it to make sure it was the right size. So yep. But I'm more than happy to talk about it offline. Just PM me, and if you're watching the replay, I hope you like the Mesa Verde. Put any comments if you have any questions, and this will upload to YouTube so you guys can watch it again later. If you want to play later and you can't remember what I said in the video, it will be on YouTube for you to watch later. Thank you so much for joining me, and be looking for Jamie tomorrow. And thank you. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you next Tuesday at 9:30 Central. Good night, everybody.